welcome to my blog. This one is entitled How to Commute. Now, I bloody hate commuting. I loathe it with every fibre of my being. Not that I think that anyone actually enjoys it, but I feel that the general population, who are probably normally very quite nice and sweet and giving, kind people, morph into some sort of foul, detestable, evil bastard witch as soon as they step on the platform to start their daily commute. Gone is the thought for one's fellow man. Chivalry is well and truly dead and buried under the floorboards. It pains me deeply, and I have therefore come up with a sort of commuting etiquette, if you will. A sort of how-to guide of how to get the fucking train or the tube or the bus or whatever. Number 1, platform protocol. Whether you are the sort of person that trots to the end of the platform or finds a suitable spot somewhere in the middle, find that spot and stay there. Past observations have decided that when a train pulls into a platform, all human beings then sort of scuttle in some sort of penguin fashion and start pecking on the fucking door, hoping to be let in. So there's sort of this gathering, this sort of half moon against each door of the tube where people are sort of pushing and shoving, and when the doors open, they don't wait for people to get off. Oh no, they sort of force themselves past, so there then comes a sort of hustle and bustle and push and nudge and shove and shit and fuck off. It's not necessary. It's not rocket science. Wait until the doors have opened, everybody has gotten off, provide a little space for them to do so as well. That's also helpful. Wait until the last person has got off and then proceed in an orderly fashion onto the tube or the train or the bus or something. It's not difficult. Number 2, sardine stuffing. Believe it or not, tubes and trains and general automobile, locomotive, whatever they are, they reach capacity. There is only so many people that can get on to one tube or one train at any one time. Therefore, common sense would dictate that trying to force yourself on is not going to happen. We're already stuffed to the gills, love. Just stop it. But there is always that one person, isn't there, that pulls themselves on and fucking rams everybody else and then goes, "Can you move down, please?" No, I can't, love. I cannot. I'm straddling someone else's bag. I have someone's penis in my bottom. I have someone's elbow in my ear and my nose pressed against someone else's tit. It's not going to... I can't move anymore. Just wait for the next one, please. One of these days, actually, I hope this person is going to try and do this on a train. And the doors will shut around his little smelly bonce, and that bonce will remain on the platform whilst his body continues to Victoria Station. That's quite evil, I know, but I sort of hope it happens. Number 3, newspaper bastards. There's always one, and they're normally very tall people, who decide to open their broadsheet newspaper above the heads of our smaller people. This is not cricket. When we're all stuffed in so, there is no point in reading a newspaper. There is no room to read a newspaper, but there's always one. So not only does the fucking rustling and flapping and whatever, God knows what, annoy everybody else, but once he's got it open, he then stands there and reads it, whilst the papers are fucking pricking my eyeball and are in my hair and just... I don't want to read the Financial Times, sir. I have no interest. Put it away until you get to work. Number 4, the huffers. This is not necessary. We're all stuffed in, we're all having a shitty morning, no one wants to be here, we all get it. Your journey is no more uncomfortable than mine. There is no need to stand there and go, it doesn't do anything. We're all in the same boat, love. I've got God knows what sticking into my private areas. I'm being violated several times a minute by a different selection of people. There is so much sexual harassment that goes on in tubes that people just ignore. We just get on with it. It doesn't mean that your journey is any worse than mine. Don't huff at me, don't glare at me. It's not going to get you anywhere apart from to annoy me and everyone else. Number 5. Chivalry is fucking dead. As I have said in other blogs, it would seem, I know we're in an age of equality and all this bollocks, but I'm sorry. It's not a bad thing for a gentleman to get up from his seat if a lady or an elderly person or a person that is older than you by however many years needs the seat a little more. The amount of times that I have seen fat, fucking disgusting businessmen with their sort of shirts popping and they're just foul and ghastly and they're on their phones and they think they're Don Juan. You do not need the seat. In fact, it might do you some good to stand up. There is a lady over there who looks like she's probably about to vomit. I might give her my seat if I were you. Let's just face it. Let's all look after each other. It's not that difficult. Please get up, or I will beat you over the head until you do. Also, leading on from that point, if you see someone struggling up a staircase with some enormous oversized handbag, suitcase, whatever, help them. Even if you are a female, help another female, help another person, help an elderly person. It would take 2 seconds of your time to go, do you want a hand? Oh, I'd love a hand. Thanks so much. It just makes the world a little bit nicer, surely. Leading on from the last point. Number 6, the stompers. When a person on a tube or a train should have the misfortune of fainting or collapsing or dropping something, don't step on them to get past them. Don't ignore them completely. Don't beat them out of the way with your briefcase to get past. Help them. Pick them up. Give them some water if they need it. Help them with their goodies that they have dropped. It's not difficult and it's nice. You can take your good deed for the day. You know I'm right. Number 7. It really astounds me that everyone is in such a bloody rush. A rush to get to the train, a rush to get on the train, a rush to find a seat, a rush to get off the train, a rush to get to work. Seriously, your place of employment is not going anywhere. If you're going to be 2 minutes late because you've helped somebody out or whatever, your job isn't going to go anywhere, generally. Unless you have a really shitty job or a shitty boss, in which case you probably need to leave. It's not going to do your health any good. In the meantime, it's not a bad thing if you want to slow down. Help someone. Have a conversation with someone. Don't be a pervert, but just have a nice conversation with someone. It's just nice. My final point may be quite sort of unusual to some. Some people might not understand it, and I find this quite sad. But there is one thing that you could do to make someone's journey better, and probably it would make your own journey a little bit nicer too. It involves turning the corners of your mouth upwards, perhaps even baring some teeth. Smile at someone. They might smile back. You never know. And it sort of makes things a little bit nicer. We all hate commuting. We're all in it together. Let's have a jolly good time whilst we're doing it. Thank you very much for watching.